Today you will hear from another delusional African man disrespecting Black American culture and a foundational Black American giving a strong response to immigrants. Check it out.
There's a difference between Black America and white America, and y'all know that. And to say we don't have any culture when everything around the world is influenced by Black culture is fucking ignorant to say.
Who lied to you? What you mean culture? Who lied to you? Influence is not culture. Ma'am, influence is not culture. What you mean culture? Gang banging, Crips and Bloods? Sexy red? Is that the culture? No, ma'am. Let's talk about how your so-called culture is the reason why they call women Black queens whore. Your culture is the reason why they call Black men criminals. You say culture? What culture, man? Who lied to you? Let's talk about how what you call culture is the one thing promoting the pew-pewing of Black men around the world, the degradation of Black queens around the world, and the exploitation of our communities. What culture? You don't even like yourselves. You want to talk about influence? Let's talk about how your so-called influence culture is influencing mass murder around the planet, gang violence. Let's talk about how your so-called influence, your so-called culture is influencing prostitution around the globe, influencing the degradation of Black women, influencing the incarceration, mass incarceration of Black men, the loss of values, loss of morals. Is that the influence and culture you want to be proud of? Is that it? Ma'am, if this is your culture, how come everyone else benefits from it except you? Oh, and by the way, right, there's no difference between Black America and white America. You've never had America. Remember, you helped the white man fight against the British to gain his independence, and you came back, could not even find the balls to fight for your independence. You had to settle for civil rights, which was given and taken away. What Black America? What Black America? We have Black people in America. We don't have Black America, just like we don't have yellow America or red America. Just white America. That's it.
We say we ain't African, people got a problem. We say we not Caribbean, people got a fucking problem. We say we not Democrats, people got a fucking problem. We say we not Republican, people got a fucking problem. Why whenever my people say something, everybody want to pay attention? Y'all want to treat us like we shit, like we don't matter, like we don't have power. But when we start delineating, when we start speaking up for ourselves, when we start calling shit out, now people want to call us xenophobic, separatists, a hate group, and all this other type of shit. Like, this shit really needs to be studied. You people don't seem to want to even be your fucking selves. Y'all want to be us so bad that when we tell you that you're not us, it hurts your little booty. Okay? This shit really needs to be studied. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to be nobody but our motherfucking selves, and we are in the business of business minding. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all can't seem to mind your own fucking business. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, we're stronger together. Prove it. Prove it. Prove where you were strong in your motherfucking nation and what that looked like. Prove the shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop coming to my motherfucking people like we're the ones lacking. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want decided to take a break from your motherfucking struggle. We didn't. You know what I'm saying? So we can't afford to think like you. Right? If we thought like you, we'd lose every fucking thing. Just like we're starting to do now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if we start thinking more American than globally, you understand? Then we can get some motherfucking where. Stop carrying all this fucking weight. Right? We're carrying the weight of several countries. Right? We're doing the work of several fucking governments. You dig what I'm saying? Raising people, protecting people, giving people our rights, letting them anchor on or tether on to our motherfucking historical achievements. And then these goddamn people from the Caribbean islands and I'm starting not to like y'all. And I promise it didn't start out that way, but it's gonna get there. You want to be the same. The exact fucking same. Oh, we had slavery in the Caribbean and we had slavery in it. Ain't nobody denying that, but it wasn't the fucking same. Stop trying to trauma bond. History, it will show you that you motherfucking wrong. Stop that shit. Oh, my people escaped slavery and all. Okay, that wasn't here. You understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't the same fucking oppressor. These immigrants starting to act like, because slavery or enslavement happened everywhere, it happened the exact same way. No, it fucking didn't. No, it did not. None of you, and I do mean none of you, went through what our motherfucking motherfucking people went through here, and then still live here as the motherfucking current person, right, in that long line of genealogy, facing many of the same fucking challenges that our grandparents, our foreparents faced on the same fucking soil. You're disconnected from how your people would fucking feel. Talking about, oh, we went through the same thing. Well, you don't look like it. You don't motherfucking act like it. If you went through the same thing, how the fuck didn't you come out the same way? Where's your great emancipation fucking story at? Where are your history of inventions from necessity? Where's your shit at? Right? So we're not the fucking same. We did not go through the same thing. Now, we're not going to hate on your motherfucking oppression or your history of struggle. We're not going to do that. Right? But you're not going to sit up in our fucking faces acting like y'all people went through the same fucking thing and you didn't. We can go year for year. We can go era for era and find that you fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you got to start something off being disingenuous, it ain't even worth fucking having with you. And you people can't seem to be genuine at all. And I mean at fucking all. I want to see a history of the Jim Crow that came after slavery. I want to see your history of lynchings. Right? I want to see your history of police brutality. I want to see your history of slave patrol becoming police. I want to see your legacy of creating HBCUs and banks and theaters and social and civic institutions outside of the damn system that oppressed you. I want to see that if we did the same fucking thing. I want to see the history of the cat o' nine tails. I want to see the history of the slave patrol. I want to see the history of a Jamaican or African confiscation act. I want to see a militia act. Right? We want to see these things. We want to see the poll tax. We want to see the economic retaliation. Show us if we went through the same fucking thing. See, y'all starting to piss people off. You know what I'm saying? With this whole fake shit. Y'all been faking so long, now y'all fucking believe it. Now,
when we say foundational Black Americans, we're talking about us, our lineage, our bloodline, our history rooted right here in America through slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, and everything that came after. We are not just another group in the melting pot. We are the foundation. Everything that exists in this country, economically, culturally, politically, has our fingerprints on it. And for generations, we've been told to just blend in, to see everybody as the same, to ignore the fact that our specific history is different. But now, we're waking up, and that awakening is long overdue. For too long, our struggles have been grouped together with everybody else under this broad label of Black. And while that sounds good on the surface, what it's done in reality is erase our specific claim. Because not everybody who is Black in America shares the same history as us. Not everybody went through what our ancestors went through on this soil. And that matters. Because when it comes to policies, resources, opportunities, if you don't define who the people are, then the benefits don't reach the people they were meant for. That's why this conversation is needed now more than ever. We're in a time where people are talking about reparations, equity, opportunity, but at the same time, we're seeing our identity being blurred. And when your identity is blurred, your claim gets weakened. So now, as we start defining ourselves, as we start saying, no, we are foundational Black Americans, it's making some people uncomfortable, especially some immigrants. Let's be real about it. For a long time, there was this unspoken assumption that all Black people in America were one and the same. And because of that, some people were able to come into spaces built off our struggle, benefit from systems influenced by our fight, and move within an identity that wasn't rooted in the same historical experience. But now that we're drawing a line, now that we're saying, hold on, there's a difference, it's being seen as division. But it's not division to define yourself. It's not hate to say, this is ours. Every other group in America does it, every single one. The difference is, we were taught not to. We were taught that everybody Black is automatically our ally, our brother, our sister. We were raised on that idea, that Pan-African mindset. But if we're honest, that hasn't worked the way we were told it would. Because unity only works when it's mutual. And what we're seeing now is that not everybody sees us the way we were taught to see them. That's a hard truth, but it's a necessary one. And this is why we have to shift our focus. Instead of looking outward for validation, for alliance, for support, we need to look inward. We need to build our communities. We need to strengthen our families. We need to invest in our businesses. We need to educate our people, especially the ones who are still confused, still thinking in that old mindset that everybody moves the same, thinks the same, and has our best interest at heart. Because that confusion is holding us back. There are people among us who don't even realize who we are, who don't understand our history deeply enough to see why this distinction matters. And if we don't correct that, nobody else will. This is not about hate. This is about clarity. This is about survival. This is about making sure that the people who paid the price are the people who receive the benefits. And moving forward, we have to be strategic. We can't afford to move off emotion alone. We can't afford to just react. We have to build, organize, and think long-term. Because the reality is, no one is coming to save us. And maybe that's the biggest realization of all. But instead of seeing that as a negative, we should see it as power. Because if we built this country under oppression, imagine what we can build with focus, unity, and intention. This is a new day. Tell me what you think about this topic. Hope you find the information in this video informative. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks for watching.